the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I'm down at the Coffee Factory inside the Watermark Building, downtown Muskegon. I have got Teresa Heger with me here today, and I met Teresa through the Lakeshore Figure Skating Club. Her daughter was skating her last performance, if I remember right.
Last Christmas performance.
Last Christmas performance. Oh, so she's coming up again.
We're having a spring show.
Yes,
in April.
Yes, I know.
So yes, she'll get to do that.
I know the MC.
Oh.
I hear he's kind of good.
I think he's really good.
I think he works cheap too. But anyway, I met Teresa through the Figure Skating Club, and we talked a little bit after that. And this is something that's kind of emerging, and it's a little bit new to Muskegon. It's coaching. Now, you're not a figure skating coach. You're a life coach.
Correct.
All right. So, take me back a little bit. Now, how do you become a life coach? I mean, because there's got to be something to this, right?
Right.
You don't just walk in one day and go, I'm a life coach. How does it work? How did you start off in your working world?
Well, actually, I started off in manufacturing and operations. That's where I began my work. And a lot of my work was focused on process improvement, making sure the processes improved and we had efficiency in our work. And the one thing I realized is that people weren't targeted as much as the processes. And so they weren't brought along with the processes. And it's hard to sustain process improvement if you don't bring the people along.
Right.
So I took it upon myself to go back and figure out what I could do to help the human side or the people side of businesses and life. And I ended up getting a coaching degree or a coaching certification. It was a 9-month certification that I went through IPAC, and come out a life coach at the end of it.
Is this like is it a counseling thing? Is it a self-improvement thing? I mean, let's face it, I've spent some time in a shrink. And I also understand, too, the whole thing that you talk about with things that improve. You know, when we came along in radio and all this stuff came along about automation and then websites and all this kind of stuff. You know, I'm this guy who started in radio in 1989. I had to learn how to cut tape. And all this new stuff comes along. There's nobody there to teach us how it all works. So I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know how to get there.
Correct.
Yeah.
And coaching is not therapy.
Okay.
It's not counseling.
Right.
It's coaching, and coaching really derives from stage coaching, taking one person from where they are to where they want to be.
Makes sense.
So that's what coaching is. We start with where you are.
Okay.
Where are you today, and where do you want to go?
Right.
How do you want to get to your perfect life, your best life, things that inspire you?
Right.
And we start there. We figure out, gain clarity on that, and then we say, what's blocking you? What's in your way?
Right.
And then we start an action plan and put it in place to figure out how to get there.
What if you run into things like serious problems that people have? I mean, it could be an addiction, it could be long-term mental distress that they've had from their childhood and things like that. How do you work past those barriers with people like that?
Well, when we get to that point, when we're recognizing that we have some of the more in-depth issues or addictions and things like that, that is not for coaching. Right. So we will refer them.
Refer them to a specialist.
To the specialist, the person that can help them.
So this is just kind of one of these things where people don't realize, and I'm one of these believers of this too. I think that if you dream it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it might not always be the most lucrative thing to start at first. But nonetheless, if you think you can do it and you're willing to get out there and put the work in and try, generally it pans out.
Right, and that's my theory is how you show up in life is what you get.
Right.
And if we can change how we show up, we can change our world, change our life.
So I call you and I say, I'm in need of a coach. Where do we start? How does it work?
Well, I'll do a complimentary coaching call with you right there.
Really?
Just asking questions. Yes, I believe that's how, you know.
What's the first question?
What's the first question? Well, why do you feel you want to coach?
I don't know.
You don't know. What are your goals?
Well, I want to be happy. I want to provide for my wife. I want to make sure the grandkids have what they need. I want to feel better about me.
Those are all great goals.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what would change? What would be different if you were happier or you're providing for your wife and your grandkids?
I don't know.
You don't know what would be different?
I don't know what would be different.
All right. Well, what is it that you want to do to get to those goals?
I don't know. I don't know how to get there. I need a map. See, I'm difficult.
You are difficult, but you know what? We'll keep digging.
Yeah.
So what are you doing today to get to those goals?
I'm talking to you.
Perfect. What's your next step?
Coming back tomorrow.
Coming back tomorrow for me. But we would just dig.
I'm playing a little
I know
devil's
you're
advocate
playing.
here.
I know you are, and you're making it difficult. But we run into clients like that too.
Sure.
But really, it's just asking, finding out why are those goals important to you? What's behind those goals?
Sure.
It's usually the goal behind the goal that's important to the client.
Talk about some of your success stories. Where have you found people, and where have you helped get them to?
I usually find people by word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's been my biggest intake for clients. I can just talk about a client that called me last week.
Okay.
And she said, I just want to thank you for making me jump off the cliff. And she wanted to move and start a new business in a new location.
Right.
Now, it took her about 9 months, but we got her there.
Yeah.
And she's very happy now. She's running her business, and she is in the place where she wants to be with her significant other.
So that's kind of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you give them a little nudge and you push them along a little bit, and next thing you know, they're living that dream.
Yeah, and usually I just help them by asking empowering questions.
Right.
They have all the answers.
Right.
I just have to bring them out.
Well, it's hard.
It is, and just
hard.
have you look at the world a different way.
Is this something that's blooming now because of the generational change? Is this a thing for like people my age compared to millennials that they're working with, or is this something millennials are embracing?
You know, I think coaching really got big with executive coaching in businesses
Okay.
when the executives wanted to make sure that they were meeting their goals personally and professionally. You know, it's very stressful
Sure.
when you're in those level jobs. But now, it's very common, and nobody needs a coach. People have to want to coach.
Right.
If you feel like you need one, then you probably ought to rethink it.
Right.
What do I want? What do I want out of life? I need an accountability partner.
Right.
I need someone helping me create that roadmap, helping me remove the blocks that are in my way, being my biggest cheerleader.
Right.
And that's really what we do as a coach.
Yeah, well, those are important things, and if people are missing those in other elements of their lives, what a great way to do it. And you've got the background and the training to help them with that.
Correct.
That's an amazing thing.
And I've been tapped on the shoulder to be a coach my entire career, so it comes
Okay.
very naturally to me.
Right.
So I do it more as a service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to make a little money at it too, but I feel I have a gift to offer people.
Sure.
And it's how I can service people is to just really help them achieve their goals in life.
One of the things that really brought me in to want to talk to you was you feel a calling to Muskegon.
I do.
Tell me why. What is it about our little neck of the woods here that makes you feel like there's something about the pop?
Well, I grew up on the east side of the state,
Okay.
and then eventually ended up on the west side of the state, and I've been moving up the coast from Kalamazoo up, skipped over Muskegon, went right to Fremont.
Right.
But what I always heard was, oh, you don't want to go to Muskegon, you don't want to work in Muskegon, the whole Muskegon thing. And just recently, when the skating club moved down here to Elsie Walker Arena, I realized that this community has grown and it's thriving, and I would like to be a part of that because I think I have something to offer
Sure.
to the community. And I love the mission of Muskegon right now, what they're doing, and so I'm very inspired to come this way. I thought I'd go to Grand Rapids more than come to Muskegon, but I'm really looking forward to working with folks in Muskegon.
It's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Told you we were on a roll.
I know, and I love it. And I love it. Coming down here to the coffee factory was great to see.
Isn't it?
Yeah, what they're doing with this building.
Yeah, I know. Everything's going on here. Everything's going on downtown. It's going on in Northern Shores. It's going on everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's really a great time to be here in Muskegon. Do you have a website?
I do.
Okay. Which
It's
is?
Teresa Heger.
Yeah.
Coaching.com.
Okay, we'll link that up right here.
Yeah, good, because
We'll,
it's all
get the
spelled,
word out.
nobody knows how to spell Teresa or Hager, so.
We'll get that linked up, and
Thank
then
you.
people can get through to you on that if they
Yes,
need
there's
that
a
extra
contact
push.
page on there, yeah, and
can-
my phone number.
Learn a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Anything you want to add?
No, just if you feel like you need it, you want to coach and you want to talk to somebody, you can connect with me, and if I'm not the right one,
Yeah.
I have many contacts.
Awesome.
Who work with people in different areas, both personally and professionally.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Yeah.
You want to learn more? Follow the links. You can get that extra added advantage. Is that an added advantage?
Yes.
Yeah. see?
Absolutely, it
There,
is.
She knows. Get the added advantage and learn a little bit about more and how to bring out more out of yourself with a little coaching. Teresa Heger, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.